What's going on, guys? It's Adonis, and episode 93 of Dragon Ball Super was so dope. But the biggest question that I have leaving the episode is, are the female Super Saiyans stronger than the guys? If you're fans of Dragon Ball Super, make sure you hit that subscribe button and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. Now, even though a lot of us are so excited about the Tournament of Power to actually start, a lot of these build-up episodes are actually really good, and episode 93 was one of those episodes. And this episode confirmed one of the biggest rumors, biggest leaks, whatever you want to call it, of the entire series thus far, which is Kale, the quote-unquote legendary Super Saiyan of Universe 6. Now, what we do know about the Saiyans from Universe 6 is that they have evolved beyond needing tails, essentially being a evolved version of what Goku and Vegeta are. Now, given his assumed age and lack of experience compared to Vegeta, we can either assume he's either a prodigy of his universe as a Saiyan, or maybe they're just that strong prior to transforming into Super Saiyans. And on top of that, him being able to learn the Super Saiyan transformation while in a battle with Vegeta as quick as he did shows his level of understanding of his energy. And he demonstrates that in episode 92 and 93 of him explaining how to become a Super Saiyan. The idea of focusing your energy to the middle of your back and you get this kind of tingle sensation, it's pretty funny, but it just kind of shows his ability to know and how to focus his energy. Now, we found out earlier in the series that Caulifla is some kind of prodigy type of character. Very similar to Gohan, has a ton of potential and doesn't really know how much potential she actually has. And we see how fast she transforms into a Super Saiyan. Now, we really don't have much to gauge Caulifla's ability yet. The only thing we can kind of base it off of is Cabba's reaction. And based off of her showcase of her power in the previous episode, you know, he was actually really surprised at how strong she actually is. So let's just assume as a Super Saiyan, she's a lot more powerful than Cabba. Now let's enter Kale for a minute. And no, I don't mean enter like that. Now we see her go into her Berserker mode, but we would probably like to call it the Legendary mode. And there are a couple of cues that I really want to point out here. Now I'm gonna try to power scale how strong Kale is compared to Cabba. Now while Legendary Super Saiyan Kale is fighting against Cabba, there's a point at which she blasts Cabba back and he falls out of Super Saiyan. Now, if you compare this to the fight with Vegeta and Cabba when they were both Super Saiyans fighting in that tournament, that was actually never achieved with Vegeta, being able to knock Cabba out of Super Saiyan. And yes, this is probably a mid to high ball power scale of this because we didn't really see Vegeta go 100% as a Super Saiyan against Cabba. He was more so just trying to have him understand his Super Saiyan ability. But with that said, during the Cabba and Kale fight, when Kale goes Super Saiyan, Caulifla is unaffected. She is not scared at all. Like, she just looks like super excited, she's super happy, but she doesn't seem like, oh my God, I can't fight this. She doesn't seem worried whatsoever. Unlike Cabba, Cabba gets attacked, gets flown into a mountain, very Vegeta-esque from the Broly movie. And then the big WTF moment after that was when Kale attacks Cabba with the energy ball and then gets deflected by Caulifla going Super Saiyan 2, it seems. Now, it hasn't been confirmed, but considering the artwork, considering the electricity, considering the hairstyle change, I'm gonna assume this is Super Saiyan 2. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. Now, if this is fact, if she has the ability already to tap into Super Saiyan 2 within the same day, like you're talking about minutes after she learns Super Saiyan, is that really just because she's some kind of prophecy, or do females have a better control over their Super Saiyan abilities? We do know that the Super Saiyan transformation and the power from these Saiyans come from anger. So maybe the female Super Saiyans are more in tune with their emotions and their feelings than the guys are, and that gives them the ability to tap into their power a lot easier. I mean, because if we look at real life, females are a lot better at that stuff than guys are. And if that does hold true, that actually is really exciting for a character like, let's say, Pan in the future, and we can actually see a Super Saiyan variant of her, and she could be ridiculous, since GT didn't really give us that, assholes. And considering the fact that nobody has transformed to Super Saiyan and then approached Super Saiyan 2 in the same day ever in Dragon Ball Z, ever, even in GT, ever, this may have something to do with the ladies. Or it can just be Dragon Ball logic, and you know, we know how that goes. But I would like to know your guys' thoughts on this. Do you think that the lady Super Saiyans have an edge, being able to tap into their emotions, into their feelings, because they're those kind of creatures? We all know that. No disrespect, but they're better at those things. Do you think that grants them more ability to tap into their powers? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Have that notification bell turned on. I will be doing more Dragon Ball Super content this week. This episode had so much stuff that we have to talk about. So make sure you're locked in, you don't miss these episodes. And if you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Show your boy some love. And if you want to check out my reaction, my crazy reaction to episode 93, the link will be right here to the side. All right, guys, till next time. See you later.